All right, so here we go. So this was the bounce back. So I had 2 matches to win today, and I ended up playing 6 matches. So this was the first win. This one, pretty straightforward actually. Just had to line it up so that I picked my lanes, knew where I was going. Had the opportunity to put together the offensive strategy in a way that would benefit me as I progressed up the map. And everything looked good and ready to go. I just waited until turn 3 because, again, I had the opportunity to. The defense did not go on turn 1, so I just used the opportunity to wait on my extra unit, who again is Lucina. Didn't really do too much. Well, actually, yeah, she did play a big part closer to the end, but wasn't really 100% necessary for me to bring her up there. I just kind of forced her into the play because she was available, and I just, again, want to take advantage of using all the units that are in my barracks while I have the opportunity to. So, yeah, you're going to see her a bit later on. So, cut it ahead to turn 3 here. I spent the first 2 turns clearing traps, breaking structures, making space for my team to initiate, and then we got going. Clear the terrain. The only real threat here is Ike. The reason that I could have gone on turn 1. The reason I didn't go on turn 1 is because of the Divine Nectar again on Ather here. That could have been problematic in terms of where the units would end up. So I waited until turn 3 to then get everyone in terms of attacking positions, and then go up the map and start creating havoc. So this was a pretty straightforward win here, and I'll just let it play while I think of something to talk about. And in light of having a topic to talk about, Tempest Trials, Seer Snare, I have been unsuccessful at winning this go around. I have yet to clear the game mode, Tempest Seer Snare, with the team that I put together. So I got Ike and 2 Micaiahs. I got original Micaiah and a tuned Micaiah, Ike, and Marth. And I was like, yeah, this is a pretty strong team. I should be able to clear this and clear it quickly. Lo and behold, I get to the end. It's Alm, it's Freya, it's Marth, it's Reagan, who absolutely destroys Ike, and just a bunch of other units that I just was not prepared for. I did not get any good skills aside from the skills that were already on the units, which were pretty much base kit, except for Emblem Marth. I had a form of him, so he had some stuff, but ultimately just was not enough to be able to win against anyone who I tried to tank. There's not enough space. That legendary Alm map doesn't really give you a lot of space to try to hit and run, unless you have like a dancer or something to try to maneuver around, but I didn't bring a dancer, so it was fun, really fun using OG Micaiah, but getting to the end there, really what I wanted to do was get some skills for her and try to build her out and have some fun, but I did not get anything for her. So it was really, I want to potentially upgrade her kit, but I didn't get anything for her. I wanted some ideas, but nothing really popped. So that was kind of a dead end there. But yeah, there wasn't much. She was really tanky. Just because of like the skills that she has, and a couple of the ones that I got, like close bonus doubler, stuff like that. Lagoos, well, she already has the Lagoos, but just a few skills, and she did really well with the armor effective and cav effective damage, but she needed a bit more, and I just wasn't able to get it. And in the end, like I said, I still have not beaten Seer Snare. This iteration of Seer Snare, it's proven to be a bit too challenging for me, so I'm gonna have to restart from the beginning. I think I'm gonna have to go in with a completely different team, which is good. You want that from the game mode. You want it to be challenging. you want to run into a problem that you can't solve with the team that you brought, and then be forced to go all the way back to the beginning. This is exactly what you want out of a game mode, a PvE game mode. So yeah, definitely worth the wait, the time that it took for them to develop it, which is kind of weird because, I mean, all you're doing is putting units on a map, so you'd think they'd be able to do it faster. I don't know. Well, maybe with the skills, maybe that's why it takes long, because they want to add the new skills into the game so that it's a little bit more competitive, different each time. So maybe that's the reason behind the delays and how much time it takes for them to put out a new version. But this one was really fun, and I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and try to figure out team composition, whether I need to drop both of the Micaiahs. Bringing a team Micaiah was really fun because the healing, so I never really run into a problem with health. But I don't know, maybe that's not the play. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. And it seems like Emblem Ike is probably not the go-to anymore for this, because he was just getting blown up close to the end. He was taking so much. Reagan one-tapped him. It's aided Reagan one-tapped him at the end there. So I gotta figure something out. Maybe I should bring a green unit that can tank stuff. I don't know. I have to double check to see who is potentially available from the roster that they've put up. So yeah, I gotta go back to the drawing board there. And then Tempest Trials has been fun. Has not been. I didn't expect it to be as challenging as the Boulder one, but you know, I'm using some different units. I'm trying to get them to max feathers again. I've thrown the Nino in there as well because she has a ton of feathers to get, so she's doing okay. Speed preempt, I think there's a skill there. I think there's something there. It's just for IS to figure out what they want to do with it, but I think there's something there, especially if you combine it with
at your command.
Close bonus doubler. You definitely get some mileage out of that. Yeah, close bonus doubler, miracle. You can definitely get some mileage out of that preempt skill, but IS needs to figure out what they want to do with that. I don't know, but there's something there. But yeah, this one's done. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the other 5 matches today, but at least I got this one out of the way, and I'll add at least one more video to this one, since this one is a bit shorter. GG's. Alright, time to pick up where I left off as it relates to the losses. So, I've been playing really bad recently, at least this season. I don't know, probably chalk it to me not paying attention. Just not 100% focused, and you kind of need to be focused playing Ether raids these days, because your actions, granted you have a billion of them, you still need to, put them together properly, and I haven't been doing that lately. So this was one of those losses again that I just did not properly utilize my action economy. So there's a couple of instances here that I just made the absolute wrong decision, and ended up just not being able to back out. And ultimately there was one really bad decision that I made close to the end for this one, that you'll see, or I'll probably highlight it if I remember exactly where it happens. But yeah, just bad decisions all around, and I don't know, hopefully next week will be better. But so far, I mean, I still have 3 ladders left, so there's one post recording, so there's just 1 day left. But yeah, you're gonna get to see the losses here. This was one of them. This initially going into it, man, this should have been an easy win because there's no threat range here. It's just to break the structures and create an opening so that my team can get in, and once the team is in, clear the map from there. I think maybe I should have focused more on the left hand side where which I mean I kind of end up doing, but not effectively. I should have opened the lane for Golvik to go in. Golvik here on the team here is the main cleanup unit. So essentially I just needed to get rid of Black Knights and Black Knight and Freya. Once those two were gone, Loki would have been able to, not Loki, Golvig would have been able to come in and clean up pretty much everything else with 4 actions, cover the terrain in flames, and then I'd be able to, figure out a way to deal with Valley afterwards. But that was essentially the mistake that I made. I didn't open a avenue for Golvig to easily get up to the top of the map, and that kind of led to the loss here. Granted, there was no reason for me to be afraid of really just going up there with Golvig. I kind of just did not want the enemy team to come down too far, but I don't know, I really should have broken that red chair. But hindsight 50-50, not 50-50, hindsight is 50-50. I don't remember how the saying goes, but I ultimately just made a mistake there that I didn't realize would have cost me the loss here. Again, so far I want to say using New Year's Boulder speed check has been an issue. Also, I've been noticing
Follow my example.
Is it a concern? With the Edelgard ring, getting the extra combat is fantastic, but I think I'm finding myself in situations where I want one more action out of this New Year Boulder, so I'm wondering if I should run Gale Force on her. It feels like the 2 KOs usually don't amount to as much as I would like them to. So I don't know, I think if there's a change that I'm going to make, it would probably be to run Gale Force on this New Year's Boulder. Granted, I'm not certain if her firepower and survivability will suffer greatly from that, whereas Camilla really doesn't need or have any problems with running Gale Force. She just does a bajillion damage and she's able to get going that way. But this Boulder, I'm not quite sure if she's heavily dependent on the arch rival for survivability and also her ability to take out Ike, because I don't want to lose that particular matchup with her, because a lot of the teams that she's on, she's kind of the only one there to take out harmonized Ike. But then also, after her bonus season, I'm probably going to have to change the rotation, so I don't know if she's actually going to stick around. I like her as a unit, but some of the teams that she's on already have units that are competent enough to kind of just go at it, so she may be replaced. And she's actually just in the bonus slot. That slot that she's in is the slot that I usually put wherever the bonus unit is that is currently up for rotation that week. So there isn't really a team that's built around her, and I don't really know if I'm going to build a team around her, because I feel like Gale Force is probably her best build, but I haven't tested it yet, so I'm not sure. Probably with Gale Force Miss, so that you don't lose out too much on the damage reduction. But I don't know if you're going to have to compromise when it comes to killing potential with the Harmonized Ike. That is the key matchup. And I guess Valley to some extent, but she usually is able to beat Valley, so I think that one should be fine. But yeah, some things that I got to test out with her. Probably even change her seal. What am I running on her? I forget. Maybe if I run Hardy Bearing on her, I could eliminate that concern, because actually no one in the season, I don't have a single unit in Light Season that is actually running Hardy Bearing, so I guess Hardy Bearing would potentially be a good seal for this Boulder, just to give some consistency in the Ike matchup, and I guess any other matchup that Vantage plays a factor in. But then also you do lose out on some speed, but then she's kind of not, like, I'm noticing that she's kind of just not here for her speed, and I'm depending a lot on Frozen to swing those or any potential speed matchups, so it's probably not that big of an issue if I were to run her with Hardy Bearing. I don't know, like, I feel like I have a team slot, a team that could be built around her. It's just whether or not I decide to do it. I kind of like the Hearthwelder team also. I've been using it quite a bit this week, and I gotta say, man, New Year's Hearthwelder is kind of the missing piece to the puzzle that I've had for a while. I think I'm also going to change the build on Mythic Hearthwelder. I'm really noticing that I'm missing Kanto on her in certain situations. I have Potent in her B slot, so I just gotta find a replacement that will give me, I think, Bestial Assault, so I gotta find another unit in my barracks. Hopefully I have some, and I don't have to go crazy summoning for it, so that I can give her Bestial Assault to get the Kanto, and then I'll just run the Potent Seal on her instead. I feel like that's a better combination because the Kanto on her, having Kanto on her feels kind of important. I'm entering a lot of scenarios where she's just getting stuck, and I don't like it. The other option would be to give her the Edelgard ring instead, which I guess is feasible, since Boulder might not be an option in the future. So I guess that's something that I'll do, but for now I think I want to at least give the Boulder, the Mythic Hearthvulgar, Bestial Assaults or just some Kanto B-skill. I don't know, I gotta look around and see what I got. So that's an adjustment that needs to be made. So one of the other things that happened, man, Valley, the thing about Valley is you gotta waste actions attacking her, and you don't get those actions back. And you have to be careful about you see me here trying to figure out how to get Golvig into the play, because Golvig needs to get going now, because
follow my example.
Fur can't really kill anyone else, and I also can't get Boulder up there. Boulder was also kind of stuck because of where I attacked from, so I just made a lot of mistakes, and it ended up costing me this match. I had to waste a bunch of actions to try to compensate for the mistakes that I was making, but ultimately it just ended up not being enough. I fell short by, I think, one unit in the end here with this particular match, being the duo harmonic, which you'll see. I had a decision to make because I wanted to get the duo dance from Plumeria back, and also I really wasted Triandra's dance. Had Triandra come in as the extra unit, and I just completely wasted her dance because I made positional plays that were just bad. So again, that's on me. Another mistake that I made there. So yeah, I just played this one pretty badly. The win was there for the taking. I just didn't particularly do it particularly well. So the issue here is that I needed Boulder to take out BK, because once BK is gone, then Golvig can come in and start doing Golvig stuff. But as you can see, Golvig is all the way in the back. She can't reach. And same issue with Lynn. Lynn also can't really get up there. So I needed to rectify those two issues before really getting this started. I got a couple of merges on Tana. Well, I guess that's irrelevant to this particular match. I've been thinking lately that I should probably consider using Sakura, Legendary Sakura, a bit more, because I honestly don't use her for as good as she is. She's just a unit that I just don't use, and I don't know why. I don't know, I kind of dislike her, and I don't know where the dislike comes from.
Show me what you can do.
So I ended up picking Freya here for the KO, thinking that Freya was the only dual unit on the board. But I was gravely mistaken, because I forgot that Ingrid, okay, that's what it is. I keep forgetting if it's Nana or Bridget or whoever, but it's Ingrid, okay. So yeah, I forgot that Ingrid existed on the map, and that was pretty much GG's. That's over. There's like the rest of my actions here were hinging on the duo button, and there wasn't that many actions to begin with. I was planning to bring Golvig up, dance Golvig, then let Golvig do the Golvig thing. Potentially, I don't know who I'd leave. Probably Valley, because I don't have enough actions to take out Valley. So yeah, this was GG's, another match that I threw.